is Darian Cruz with Darian Cruz Real Estate and Keller Williams Legacy. I just wanted to do a quick video addressing some concerns and questions that had come up recently regarding real estate. Also some serious concerns about the mustache that appeared in my last video. I feel like I need to address that. I did not have a fever, was not running a high fever. I really have no excuse for the lapse of judgment there. But I assure you that's gone now. So hopefully that won't happen again. I've come to realize that with a mustache, I look a little bit like a late 1970s undercover TV cop or maybe a Cosa Nostra hitman. So I won't be doing that anytime soon. Now regarding some of the real estate questions that have come up, one of the big ones is, are we still practicing real estate? The answer is yes. We're definitely still engaging in real estate business. We're doing so responsibly. It may look a little different than it did in the past, and I'll be discussing some of that too. If any of you have any questions about real estate, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help out in any way that I can. If you have any needs or questions that are unrelated to real estate or business in general, still absolutely reach out to me. I'm happy to help out in any way that I can. Thankfully, in my profession and with our office, the Keller Williams Legacy office, we do have access to a lot of vendors, a lot of professionals that we work with, and just people in the community in general. And if there are needs or concerns that you have, if it's something that I can't help you out with directly, there's a good chance I could point you in the right direction to someone who can. So definitely keep that in mind. As far as some of the questions that had come up recently, one of the main ones is, can I buy a home? The answer is absolutely yes, you can buy a home. You should probably also be using me as your realtor to buy that home. I would prefer that. But yeah, you can do it. I actually have a client that's going under contract this morning on new construction. So not only can you do it, there are actually, in many cases, a lot of extra incentives that we can take advantage of right now that would benefit you in doing so. Also, it's good to keep in mind that the majority of what we do can be done remotely, can be done online. So we can also do this safely. And honestly, most of those practices are things that we were already doing before, the coronavirus reared its head and kind of changed everything. As in my case, with my clients, I was already able to have our contracts and agreements all signed digitally. We use a lot of well-known programs, DocuSign, .loop. These are trusted programs that can keep our information safe and secure. And they are very commonplace in our industry. They're also just more convenient. We can do all that from home. Anytime we can engage in business in the comfort of our home, that's awesome. Our listing presentations, buyers presentations, I can do those remotely as well. In the past, those would normally have been done in person. But at this point, we have a lot of tools available. We can use Skype, we can use Zoom. There are so many applications available where we can communicate. We should be able to handle nearly everything really remotely. Now, what about looking at homes if you're a buyer? So there's obviously some guidelines in place right now, and those could change. They seem to change daily. But right now, what I really encourage buyers to do is use all the tools that we have available. I have my KW app that I'm happy to share with you. There are some other apps as well that I use that will allow you to see really all the details about every home. You'll know everything you need to know about that home. Plenty of photos that you can also see to give you a really good idea of what that home looks like on the inside as well as the outside. And at that point, we just have to narrow it down. You're gonna see which homes are really the most appealing, which meet your needs, and we can really condense that list. You can like all of them, but we want to find your favorites, and when you get to that point, we'll be able to really select what homes are worth going to see in person. Right now, we still have the ability to do that. Real estate business has been deemed as essential, realtors as an essential service. So with that in mind, we can conduct real estate business, but we're going to do so responsibly. In my case, generally what I will do is, if we're gonna go see a home in person, I'll make sure I'm there, I open the home, you're able to go in, look at it, I will wait outside, we'll respect social distancing guidelines, and then we can talk afterwards, really about your thoughts on the home and see what area and what way we might want to move forward, whether it's with that home or going to see other homes in the future. Can you sell a home? Once again, the answer is absolutely yes. I have another closing scheduled this week. There's no reason you can't sell a home in this market. It absolutely can be done. While obviously people are concerned and trying to make careful decisions, housing is something that's a necessity, and people are still buying homes. Additionally, how will they see your homes? I had a very aggressive digital marketing plan before all of this began, and I'm just doubling down on that now. I make sure that I work with top-level photographers to take good pictures of your home, to give everyone a really clear idea of what your home looks like on the inside and the outside. Buyers will have all the essential information they need to be familiar with your home. And not only that, I'm going to make sure that your home is put in the eyes of as many people as possible, as many potential buyers as possible. Your home will obviously appear on the MLS. It'll be listed on all the major websites and applications that people are using, whether it's Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, obviously the KW app as well. So it's going to be out there. It's going to be very visible. And I have aggressive marketing campaigns that I do online. I try to have as much of a presence as possible in social media. And I will also do paid advertising in social media, which has really brought excellent results with some of my more recent listings. So I plan on continuing that and just doing more of it. Another option that we can talk about is actually having virtual tours available of your home and even virtual open houses. So we want to have some video done as well, and that really gives people a nice feel for what the layout of the home is and how it looks like, and how it would look to them if they were seeing it in person. So that's another option that we can discuss during our initial consultation or listing presentation. And as for buyers and for sellers as well that are concerned about potential buyers, can people still get loans? They absolutely can. We have excellent lenders that we work with. There are still a lot of great programs. Interest rates are still historically pretty good. It's changing every day, so you'll want to talk to the lender and find out what they are currently. I could give you a number today of what they're going for, but that could easily change tomorrow. That being said, we have really excellent lenders that I'm happy to put you in contact with, and clearly you can use any lenders or banks that you feel comfortable with or have a relationship with already. But the answer is yes, that can be done, and really all of the loan process can be done digitally. You could absolutely secure a loan and never have to meet with anyone in person. And as far as contracts and offers, the same thing. When we receive a contract on a home that I'm your listing agent that we're trying to sell, that all comes in digitally. We don't have to meet with anyone in person. I can receive the offer digitally, send it to you. You can e-sign those documents, and we can go into contract really without having to leave the home. And the same thing for our buyers. If I'm representing you as a buyer, we'll take that same approach. So that is one other area that you won't have to worry about. Regarding inspections and appraisals are usually going to be ordered by the lenders more often than not, and they have appraisers that they are working with who are still active and still able to go out and handle that. In terms of the inspections, I have some great relationships with excellent inspectors that I work with who are still able and willing to go out and handle our inspections for us. So we'll have them available as well. And in regards to title and closings, our closing appointments, those are being handled for the most part still in person with a lot of the attorneys that we work with, but respecting social distancing guidelines. It may happen still in an attorney's office. However, the majority do have the ability to email documents and e-sign or sign documents as well. However, a lot of our documents in the state of North Carolina at time of closing will require a notary public. So there may need to be a notary public present when you sign those. So not that it can't be done from your home, but a notary would need to be there for the majority of those. Now, as we get closer to that, other guidelines could change, rules could change. At that point, we would discuss that with the attorney, and they would let us know exactly the best way to handle that. But those are just a few concerns that had come up. I wanted to address them, put them out there. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'd be happy to address them in future videos. Also, this will appear on my YouTube channel as well. Definitely click below, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like the video. And I'm going to be presenting some of this information in other languages as well, including Spanish. So if that's something that you're interested in, keep an eye out for those videos and let me know if you'd like any more content available like that. I appreciate the support. Thanks a lot.